Hi. How's it going? Everybody settle down. Settle down. How's it going? Wow, you're like, she disappeared forever and then she's back again with the part four. Yeah, guys, because I owe you some parts. I owe you some parts. So, drink it if you got it, that water. Choke them if you got them with fire. Invoke the greatness, invoke the holy ones, invoke the good ones, and all the ones. Don't mind if I do. Take a listen to music from 999 ancestors. That's 999 ancestors. This music is meant to make you heal. It's meant to make you feel great. Instead of being in the ordinary 440 hertz, with which can actually bring you adverse effects. 440 hertz has actually been shown to help people lose their mind, off themselves, create high anxiety and depression. So if you're one of those sufferers, try to look for music that is in another hertz, like 432 hertz, 396. You have so many, every like, do anything else but 440, okay? Although this is not a historical episode, this is part 4 of the Scars story. You know, we're understanding. I'm letting you know about the music because I want you to listen to it. I would like you to heal, if possible, through music. How beautiful, right? But so what I'm saying is, get away from 440 hertz. I'm literally like this, guys. How are you doing, by the way? I'm listening. That's what I was doing. So I'm glad that you're doing well. And if you're not doing well, focus on being well and doing things to make you better. So, you know, a long time ago, just a little history lesson. If you're not, maybe you know more than me, right? I'm not sure. Back in the day, the Catholic Church and, you know, like the whole world, basically, they agreed to make music as standard 440 hertz. Now, 440 hertz is damaging to some cells, to some people, to a lot of people. Let's just say that. When put under a microscope and you freeze the water and you put 440 hertz in front of one and you put like 432 hertz in front of the other water, and then you freeze that water, the vibrations in 440 hertz actually look crazy. And then when you look at 432 hertz, you're getting a more copacetic, I don't know, a more appealing look. Check it out. There's science out there that is legitimately out there, and you can research and look it up on your own. You never have to take my word for it, you know, because I mean, I can be wrong a lot, right? So that's it. 999 ancestors. Check every song. You don't have to check every single song out. I would say, I feel like the first album was really like put together, very like elementary by myself, and but what I did the same thing on every album and every song. You'll find a healing hertz. And that's healing hertz, HERTZ. And I mean, come on, some of us are healers and we take that purpose seriously serious. So anyways, toke them if you got them. You know, let me go off screen for this. I hope that the smoke traverses the ethers and the and all the dimensions to hit you and heal you. Just because you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't do whatever, that's fine. It's like, more power to you, you know. I was just saying yesterday, like, don't be dependent, and then I'm like pulling this out, right? Allow yourself to be contradictory. There's nothing wrong with contradictions. Some would consider other people a hypocrite if you change your mind, right? Sally Susie's always changing her mind, and that's what happens. You know, you can call her a hypocrite, you can call her a flake, but people are allowed to change their minds. If I tell you, don't be dependent, that doesn't mean I don't have my own dependencies. We're all working through it, guys. It's life. It's just a matter of ingesting. And then I'm always very conscious. The smoking will affect the aging. It will affect although it is my medicine and my sacrament. Again, we give that sacrament to the ancestors and to the Almighty. But what I'm saying is that with this medicine, it helps me do so much. However, there are times in my life where I'm going to have to quit, where I've had to take breaks before. Also in my past, I've not always been dependent on it. But again, I take it as a sacrament. I also take it as a medicine. Okay, so guys, something very fascinating. Before we start with the scars part, took them if you got them. Today's a day of celebration. Also, you can use it to celebrate. You don't have to do anything I do, guys. If ever I'm over here and I'm breathing, follow along. But just because I pick up my medicinal, artifact, it doesn't mean that I have to, be super affected by it all day. I'm not going to sit here and smoke my whole supply. I'm going to smoke just very little and be able to get through the day. People like me can do that. But, unfortunately, maybe some people can, and that's okay. Why do you think I left alcohol? Because I wasn't productive on it. I was destructive on it. I was a lot of things that I didn't care to be anymore. I'm not that person. I don't need it. So one thing I wanted to share with you is if you're following the scar stories, that's cool. Make sure you're liking them and share them, even if you just share it to yourself. Like, this is what I do, guys. When people ask me to share, I'm like, yeah, and so I'll share it to myself. I don't care. It still works. So the point is that I'm not banking on Instagram, by the way. So we're definitely gonna start reaching out to other platforms and everything. But just because who doesn't want to make a little extra income and everything? But I realize because of what I talk about, I probably won't hit algorithms and I won't hit monetization very soon on this platform. But maybe, trying it other ways, I think perhaps I will. There's people that just sit there and fart on screen and they're making millions. So I don't know. Maybe a little motivation, inspiration, pre-qualification. Like, you're already pre-qualified. You're qualified for this life because you were given a life and you were born. You're qualified. So back to the scar stories. Why am I bringing up the scar stories? Part 1. Well, in part 1, if you have been following that, I shared where I was hit in the face with a beer bottle, and it left a scar on my face. What side? Now I can't even remember what side it's on. I think it's this side. So the point is, check this out, guys. The beer bottle to my face happened when I was 21. So 19. So check this out. About 19, 20 years ago, that beer bottle incident happened, right? I got stitches in my face, right? I lived with a black guy. I had a terrible face for days and days and days and days. I mean, I feel like I looked like that black-eyed lady for like 2 months. I don't know. Plus, I had the stitches going on right here, like super close to my eye. Yeah, I think if they had gotten me in the temple, they might have killed me. They might have killed me if they got me in the temple, but they missed. So anyways, why am I bringing that story up? So 19 years later, guys, a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, 2 months ago, almost a month ago, I want to say 2 months, closer to 2 months. So I'm sitting there and I'm getting this pimple on my face, and I'm like, yeah, it's life, right? People get pimples, and I put like tea tree oil on it. I try to make it dry up because it was pretty big. It was coming in fairly large on this side, right? Remember, the scar is on this side. See, and in this angle, you can kind of see it a little bit. If you can kind of see through Anyway, through the filter, because I do put on a filter because I refuse to wear makeup. So Hollywood does it, guys. It's not like immoral of me. I'm not catfishing you. I look like this, but this is just a tiny bit of a filter to make sure I don't have to put any makeup on. So like the point is that I mean, I don't exactly look like this, but you know, pretty much. So what I know is that they cleaned my face. They gave me the stitches. Those 19 years ago, they gave me my stitches and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Fast forward, pimple, right? Got the pimple starting to grow like 2 months ago. And then I'm thinking it's a pimple. I actually tried to pop it once. All that area had been so sensitive, like right up above the scar. It was super sensitive always. And I thought to myself, that's just how it's going to be. It's a scar. It's going to be sensitive. That's my life. Whenever I wash my face, I'm super delicate over that area because it was like actually a little sensitive, like maybe a little painful if I went too hard. And so about 2 months ago, right? I found the pimple. Keep up with me. I found the pimple. It wouldn't go away. It was there for like a week or two. And I was like, dang, this pimple is a hard-headed ass. I kept putting tea tree oil on it and it wouldn't go away. That's my like thing with pimples. I like to put tea tree oil on it. It kills the bacteria. It's gone. Wouldn't leave. So I woke up one morning after about like 2 weeks of having this crazy pimple on my face. And it just looked like a pimple. Like it looked like just skin with a little bubble coming out, just like a pimple, you know, no whitehead, no blackhead, just kind of like a protrusion coming out of my face. And so whenever I woke up one day after these 2 weeks, I woke up and there was blood on my pillow. And I said, what? The pimple finally popped. That's literally what I thought. And I ran to the bathroom. There was blood up. There was like a little bit of blood on my face and everything. I guess I was bleeding during the night. And that was weird, right? And then, so I take a look real close at my face. And I can see this jagged little like piece of clear pointiness sticking out. I said, what? I said, what kind of new pimple is this? I said, what? And so I with my fingers, I just pinched and I pulled. And I'm sorry to be so graphic, to give you so much information, but so I pulled it out. Guess what it was, guys? Yes, a piece of glass from when I got hit in the face 19 years ago. It had finally pushed itself out of my face. Doctors missed it in my face because I guess it landed in such a way where it was perpendicular to my skin and nobody noticed it. Now, I had always had that sensitivity there. 19 years, I had sensitivity on my face. And now I can touch it. I can do whatever I want. Like, I've always told people, don't even touch that. Don't even, because it would give me this weird feeling and it would always be sensitive and painful a little bit. Anyways, thank you to the ancestors that even after 19 years of it being in my face, it didn't have any adverse, effects. Like, it didn't travel up to my eye. It didn't like travel anywhere stupid. I mean, things do travel. I don't know what the rule is on traveling for inanimate objects in your body, but that's my story. And that was an extension of part 1. So again, be careful, guys. Always stay at a somewhat sober. I'm not saying give up everything you do, but I'm saying stay at a somewhat sober state so that you can have good reflexes if someone is about to hit you with a beer bottle in the face. All right. So does that sound like a plan? I mean, to me, it did. If somebody like myself had told myself, watch out for flying objects to your face, and just watch out because people are unpredictable. I feel like I might have had my guard up a little bit, as I do always have my guard up. I have no choice but to have my guard up. I'm already like this. So many things like that have happened. I have to be on my guard to block myself. So, and it helps to be very aware. Situational awareness is extremely good, and it will save your life in a lot of instances. So just be aware, you know what I mean? Don't be just sitting on your phone while you're needing to do something important when you walk into your car. have your stuff done before you walk out of the house, so you don't need to be staring at your phone before you walk to your car, because that's how they get you. They want you to be distracted. So they want you a lot of stuff, right? That's a good. Before we start the scar story, you're like, get to the scar story. How stupid do you look today? No, but like, I hope you're not thinking that. But guys, the truth is that that was a good segue. They want you to, because I have this like little quote that I just played with, right? And I memorized it, kind of, not really, and I did like one of those little reels, and I was like, and I look like a man because it's a man's voice. So, but the point is, I was like, what would that sound like in my voice? And so here we go. You know, you have to remember, guys, I'm always going to want to motivate you and to do better and to be your best self. Like, what does your best self look like? What does you at peak physique look like? What does that look like? I didn't say get to -% body fat. I didn't say any of that. I said get to your peak physique, you know? So they want us to, this is quote, from somebody that I don't know, but they want us fat. We have to be fit. They want us sick. We have to be healthy. They want us dumb. We have to work to become more intelligent. They want us unaware. We have to become more aware. They want us to hate each other. We cannot hate each other. They want us to beat each other up and pull each other down and cancel each other out. We can't do that. We have to get smarter. End quote. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys, because the powers that were, hear that, you guys, the king and queen has been overthrown. The powers that were no longer have their power. Power comes back to us, manifested in abundant and spectacular ways, coming to you with compassion and kindness. It's coming back to us, guys. The power shift that happened a long time ago, it's coming back to us. It's like a boomerang. It knows exactly who it belongs to, and it's coming right back to us. So don't be afraid of your own power, guys. You're here to be powerful, and don't be afraid to you're like, oh, power is like corruption. No. Corrupt people with power do corrupt things. But you're a good person. You're gonna do good things with your power, right? So that's all I know. That's all I know, is that to encourage powerful people. I'm not gonna encourage you to powerfully go out there and be stupid. No. So, you know, just remember that. Don't wait until you're looking back in your later age and regretting things. I would love for you to be at a later age and be so proud of yourself. Be like, wow, I did this and I did that and I did this and I also did that. I went ahead and did that. And when I wanted to do this, I went ahead and did it. This is the kind of life, guys, where inspiration meets inspiration. Pardon me. It's like I have to pardon myself every time I do very human things. You know. Would you expect me to like have a perfect diet and like never have like symptoms of anything, and like you know, your body needs to detox, so you have to spit things out. You cannot eat it. You know, when you have loogies and stuff, sorry to be candid, but when you have loogies and stuff, spit that shit out. Your body did a lot of work to get that shit out of your lungs or wherever it came from. Your body did a lot of work to get that shit out of there, and now spit it out. So I'm just encouraging a healthy, like, it's like you don't reach around and eat your poop, right? No. So don't eat the toxins that are coming out of your mouth. And that's why you might see me spitting in here, but you know, I'm not a Haktua kind of girl. Have you guys seen that viral video? That's crazy. That lady really said that. I didn't know that, guys. I'm a little bit LGBTQ, guys. I'm a little bit LGBTQ. So there's some things I really am not familiar with. But anyways, more power to you, straight girls. I love you. Keep making those babies. And you know what? Some of us LGBTs actually make babies too. But it's more so the straight women, right? More power to the straight women and the beautiful men that provide the other half of the child. So more power to all the breeders, right? More power to all the breeders. So let's get into the scar story, guys. Gather around the table for a tale of mystery and flubber. Yeah, I said flubber because I flubbed up. So remember, like the last story I shared, guys, the part 3 about me surviving an aneurysm and the scars on the brain. That I am proud of. Now, a lot of the other scar stories I'm very embarrassed of, and it makes me feel humiliated. But in lieu of you going through that, I would rather share my embarrassment than have to see you go through the same thing, right? How many times have you heard from an adult? And I remember this, and I'm still hearing things from people that are older than me, like, don't do that and don't do this, because when you're my age, and I listen to them. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because when I'm your age, I want to be healthy, you know? Who doesn't want to be healthy by the time they're 70? I mean, come on, like, who wants to get to 90 years old and be, crippled? No. I don't wish that upon anybody. I would love for you to make it to the oldest or to the most mature and brilliant age that you can. Back in the day, guys, we didn't look to seniors and our ancient ones. I don't mean to call them ancient, but it's just how it's coming out because they are. Back in the day, the older you were, the more wise and the more wisdom you were thought to have, and most likely this was the way. You were just more wise, and actually the older people were the more valuable citizens of the community because they held all the wisdom. So you go to them for all the stories, dude. If you guys. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, if you have older people in your life, I'm not talking about people in their 40s and 50s and saying no. I'm talking about your grandparents. And actually we have good stories too. Your aunts and uncles and stuff like that. We also have good stories, so don't hesitate to ask, you know what I mean? There's certain things that I actually didn't want to share with my nieces and nephews until they got older. I remember telling them, ask me again when you're an adult. Because there's some things that are so not kid friendly that I understand that needs to wait. I'm not that dumb, guys. I'm not that irresponsible. Getting to the scar story, you guys ready? So picture it. California, the year of our Lord, 2007. Yeah. All right. So, 2007. Remember, just 8.5 years ago, almost 9 in February. I still got a whole half year to go. Remember, all my 20s, I was an alcoholic. Yeah. It wasn't until the age of 32? I was 32 when I finally had my last drink of alcohol. And after many attempts of trying to get sober, I finally left it because I reached out with my soul and I asked God for help. And I was like, if you need to know more about those stories, I think I have a sobriety episode where you can find all that out. But for those of you who don't have the time, yeah, I definitely I left it because it was leaving me a mess, So anyway, 2007, right? I'm in my 20s. I'm in full alcoholic mode, and mind you, keep in mind I'm very functional. I would still go to work. I would still come home. I don't know, it's by the grace of God that I survived a lot of drinking and driving times. And anyways, I thank God every day for pulling me out of that. So, because I needed help, So anyways, so here I am, drunk as a drunk. Drunk as a drunk. So, I I remember it being like the middle of the night, and I was already very hammered. That's why I say, guys, drink responsibly. Watch what you drink. Don't let nobody slip anything into your stuff. Watch your stuff like a hawk. If you can, bring your own stuff. Have a lid on it. People are sneaky, guys. So I'm not saying someone drugged me that night. I drugged me. I was the only one that drugged me. I was literally alone that night. So I'm at home, and then I remember getting into this argument with the person I was dating. Yes, I get into arguments. So I'm getting into this argument. I'm so angry about this person not being home, and I'm like, I'm kind of losing grip on my mind. I'm like, where could they be? This is crazy. I'm crazy. I really react like that when I was drinking. Like, I'm crazy. Let me check it out of myself. I'm crazy. You know, like that. That's why I don't drink anymore, guys. Everybody just clap, because there's far less crazy on the planet with me not drinking. So, So I remember like hanging up the phone, and I don't want to give you guys any ideas, you know, because this was me in my drunk state. But yeah, I grabbed a very sharp object, and man, this thing was long. I don't even know why I decided to play with this thing. It was a knife like this long, and I remember like shoving it into this, like, you know those laundry baskets? You know, you have a laundry basket, you know, like those big old circle laundry basket, or like whatever you put like beer in it if you want, ice in it, but they're like, it's a laundry basket for me. So those big old, okay, so I have the sharp object in my hand, and I'm like stabbing it. I'm not even kidding you guys. I was stabbing the laundry basket, and I was sitting down like Indian style, like with my legs crossed. And I had the laundry basket right in front of my legs, and I was just like stabbing it because I was just mad. I'm like, what the hell? What's wrong with me? I did what? Like, this is me reacting to what I did then. So after a few punctures in that, it bounced. Like, I missed. It didn't go. It was going through. And I remember it bounced off of, like, it bent in half. The knife bent in half. And it bounced off of the laundry thing, and I just kept like going with force. And as I did with force, the knife was already like turned towards me. And when I pushed again, the knife flew into my leg. Yeah, I'm waiting for the laughter to die down. I know you're laughing. Yeah, guys, I stabbed myself by accident. Do you want? I feel like you can't even see the scar. So what's the point? I mean, now it's all covered with the tattoo. I want to show you, but I have to stand up. But I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, the camera won't capture it. Let me see. Look at this shit. You see that shit? Well, that's covering a tattoo. I mean, that tattoo is covering a scar. That tattoo is covering the scar of that incident where I stabbed myself by accident. Now, I have lied about that scar because it's a very embarrassing story. I said that I was in a fight, that somebody stabbed me. But the truth is that it was me. I was highly intoxicated, and I just didn't. I was not well. But I love you guys for listening. What do you think? So, I mean, to finish off that story, thank God for my dad, dude, because I remember calling my mom, and she was so busy at work, she couldn't answer the phone. What was the middle of the night? You know, but I remember, I think at this time she had like an overnight job. And my dad, I think he worked mornings or something, and I remember calling him. And he sounded so upset that I woke him up, but whatever, he came through. He was there for me like in 5 minutes, you know. And he took me to the hospital. I was bleeding profusely, guys, and I tied a a towel around my leg. I just squeezed it very tight around my leg because I started to, once I took the knife out, I started to bleed like in the movies, like. I'm sorry if it's too detailed and gross for you. I should have said trigger warning. Trigger warning. So like the blood was crazy. Anyways, my dad gets there 5 minutes, gets to the hospital. They end up putting stitches on me. And that time, for some reason, they thought I was trying to off myself, which I wasn't, because it was a complete accident. And they made me sign like a paperwork saying like, if you come to this hospital again with self-harm again, we're going to send you to jail. And I was like, oh, I better be super careful. I better like start changing my life. So I don't want to go to jail. No. This girl doesn't belong in jail. This woman does not belong in jail. Trust me. Trust and believe me. No. All of me wants to be free and out here and live life and travel and vacation anywhere I want. Walk outside. Have my puppies. Have my life. I get to have a life. Oh, this is wonderful. So whatever I do, I'm going to stay out of jail. So, why did we go there? I don't know, guys. I don't know why I started talking about jail. Oh, because they told me not to do it again or else they'd send me to jail. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I don't belong there. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love. I adore you. You're the best. You're awesome. You're triumphant. Huh? Why do I talk like that? I don't know. But guys, if you don't be who you are, then who you're meant to be is waiting, is on the waiting side. It's like, imagine your little self, your little kid self. Imagine yourself at like 3 years old, a little cute baby, right? And now imagine yourself when you start getting a little older, at 7, 8, and you know that little kid still lives in you. With all the hopes and the dreams that it had for you back then, it still is in there. It still wants you to be playful. I didn't say give up life. I didn't say give up your work and just go to the park and play all day long. I didn't say that. I said it wants you to be playful. It's kind of like Jesus would say, you know, be as a child. I don't know everything verbatim from Jesus, but you know, I do know his lettering. His words are in red in the Bible, but I mean, I believe he had way more words. Does anyone notice there's actually no book that's named Jesus? Anyway, you know, like the Genesis, and then you have all the other books and everything. There's no book of Jesus. That's weird, right? So I'm just saying, for a Christian faith, there is no book of Jesus, but there's like books of everything else making the Bible. It's weird to me. I still love and respect that figure. You know what I mean? And if it's your God, that's wonderful. You know, it's wonderful. I think God knows itself, and in whatever name we call it, you know, it doesn't matter as long as we don't disrespect it. You know what I mean? And how do we disrespect it? By not living life to the fullest. And what do I mean by fullest? By activating your potential. Activate your potential, even if it's just personal, even if you're the only one that's going to see the effects of this, if you're the only one that's going to see the results. Like if I'm on a diet, I'm the only one that's going to see the results. Well, after a while, then you'll see it, right? But I'll start feeling it internally. I'll start feeling it outwardly. My bowels will be different. My bowel movements will be different. I hate to be so candid, but that's life, guys. I mean, it starts here, it enters here, and it has another place to exit, right? So that's life. And we have to take care of ourselves. So, you know, it starts with what we put into our brain and what we're ingesting, you know, the water, liquids to, you know, to the foods. So I don't have to tell you, you're a genius. You're a genius. I know you're very super smart. Super smart. Very super smart. So that's all, guys. I just want you to be encouraged. You know what I mean? If a person like me can have blunders, I've had I have a record, you know, like it's I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. I also have a mental health record. I have all kinds of records. But you know, my personal records, I have a much more great of a time in achieving those. It feels really good to achieve goals for my own personal gains, right? I mean, eventually my gains is gonna help people I love, right? Or does, right? My gains have already helped people that I love, right? So it's like for just for an example, I've been a massage therapist for, no one's ever gonna be able to take that title away from me, even if I don't practice it as often. You can't take that title away from me because that's what I am. So you know, and I was like made and born to do that. When I was a kid, I would massage people. I was like a little 3-year-old. Imagine little baby hands, like little baby hands on your big old feet, like baby hands. And I would massage. I would tell my parents, take off your little shoes. And I would help them take off their shoes. And I would massage their feet. And I would massage them, like thinking I'm all like doing something. But I was 3 with like so little strength, you know. But my intention was good. And I knew from those early moments that I was going to be in like that sort of industry. I knew it because it, well, first, my mother started massaging. My mother massaged all her babies. Mothers out there, newborn mother babies, mothers of kids out there, massage your kids. Don't matter what age they are. Do a massage day party if you got a little family going on. You know, where you guys all sit in a circle and you take turns massaging each other. Anyways, I'm just saying, guys. I mean, you have game day. You have game day where you sit there game. You might have Sunday where you sit there and watch football. Why not have a massage day for the whole family where you all help each other? You could all sit in a circle and, you know, massage each other's shoulders, things like that. I'm just saying. So, you know, in my experience, 18 plus years, 19 years now that I've been a massage therapist. Every June I celebrate another year. So I a lot of times when I go to family functions, and it doesn't bother me at all. When I go to family functions, the first thing people tell me is like, "Oh," or like, "Ow," or something, and I'm like, "Oh, you need help." Like what can I, let me see what I can do right now. And if I can help you right there on the spot, I will, because most of the times it's just a muscle fascia release kind of issue, and that's easy. When you're a professional for 19 years, guys, things come very easy. It's still challenging because I still have to move around muscles and I still have to break your tissue. I still have to do that. So it's still a little bit challenging, but it's very rewarding because I get to see a change almost instantly. Because once you start getting a massage, guys, even as I'm massaging myself, go ahead and massage yourself if you can. If you are able to get your hands to move, even if you don't, it's weird to say this, but I have to say it. If you don't have hands, do it with your feet. If you don't have feet, try any way to massage yourself. Have you guys seen that very powerful person? Oh man, she is a trans person, and they have no limbs. They go by like no limbs. If you want to check them out, they go by no limbs. I think on YouTube or something. And I think you can find him on Instagram too. But he's trans. She. I'm sorry. So sometimes I have a hard time with it. I'm sorry. But she is somebody who's living her life very out loud. And I don't just mean it's just because she's trans, because she has no limbs. This lady has no arms, no legs. And she still dances and she still puts on makeup. She puts on makeup. You're like, what's your excuse? No, I refuse to wear makeup. That's why. I refuse. Don't you ever tell me anything about makeup. I refuse. So, I've got personal vendetta against makeup. That's all. I just want you to accept yourself as you are. I want you to love yourself. And loving yourself, people see that. People see that you love yourself. People also see when you don't love yourself. But who cares? It's not about other people. It's about you. It's about you. You make yourself feel good about you. You get up and sing. If you can't chant, if you can't do breathing work like other people, if you can't get out and do the sun, you sing. Sing. Sing for 5 minutes a day. That'll change your whole mood. It brings you oxytocin, serotonin, all that stuff. So like when you're massaging yourself, if you can massage yourself, because I was asking you to massage yourself. So if you can massage yourself anyhow. People ask me, how many massages you get all the time? I said, I massage myself every time I come out of the shower. So that's all the time. And I have the most professional hands ever, guys. I mean, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I am like one of the best massage therapists on the planet. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. And this is just a gift from God. I'm not joking. And I'm not sitting here like, oh, come get a massage for me because I'm the best. No. But if you do need one, contact me. But like I said, that's one of the things. When you massage yourself, you don't have to wait for a professional to come get you. When you massage yourself, you're activating oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin in your body. You have a personal pharmacy inside of your body. Your body is a pharmacy activated by massaging it. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting goosebumps for myself, massaging myself. And I'm not doing anything crazy, right? I have my hands on my arms. I'm not, other ways to pleasure yourself, and that's fine. But, more power to you, whatever you do. What I'm saying is that, massaging yourself is a trick, Oh, this is wonderful. And don't be rushed. Love yourself. Freaking love yourself. Don't rush. I don't rush when I massage people. I don't care if I have 15 minutes with you or a whole 2 hours or whatever. I don't care how long I have with you. I never rush. So, that's important, guys. It's very important that you remember that you can help yourself. You can help yourself in any way, okay? Remember to detox with water. Remember that a lot of things, like the story that I just said about the glass coming out of my face, if you missed it, you have to check it out. I said it right in the beginning of the episode. So it came out of my face, but the point is that could be old emotions. I'm not saying that the glass was old emotions. I'm saying that in you, if there are things that are far deep hidden, let them out. I'm not saying go and be crazy. No. Let them out in healthy ways. A lot of times when I had sorrow, when I have had mourning, when I've been mourning people, I dance, and I don't be too hard on myself, but I love to dance, and I get wild. I get so wild. I run all over my house. I run, I jump, I skip. I act like a deer, and I don't care. Like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel so good. Just this the other Saturday, we danced for 4 hours, and that is the funnest thing to do. If you can do it, remember, if you're not a paraplegic and you're not a person with no limbs, guys, there's people with no limbs. Thank God every day, and thank your body every day for making you whole, because there's 100 million trillion pieces of you making all one you, all together. They're all making a fuss just to be you. Like, I want to be you. Yes, you already are me. We already are us. Right? You're already one with yourself. Those cells, 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 those cells came together to make you. What a beautiful and wonderful you. Remember, you're still a baby angel. You still got a lot of work to do. Like, wherever age you're at, I don't care where, you're always going to be a baby angel to me, no matter what. Even like older people, I see older people and I'm like, look at that baby angel. You guys are all baby angels, you know what I mean? Like, that's literally, I remember being in heaven, guys, before I was born. And I remember telling my mom this when I was very little. And I would tell her, Mom, I picked you. I was talking to God, and I told him I loved you. And I picked you. And she would be like, that's nice, mija. I did pick her. I picked my parents. They say we pick our parents. And I did pick my parents, and they're perfect. I hope your parents are perfect for you, no matter what they look like, no matter what they're not. If they aren't this, it doesn't matter. They're your parents. They literally had to be them to make you. If they weren't them, they wouldn't have made you exactly who you are. And we'd be missing out on a beautiful face. We'd be missing out on a beautiful character. So just know that most of you are gems, 100%. If you're not evil walking around on earth, like, I don't like those people. If you're evil, I don't like that. I don't think you're a gem. Do I think you got work? Do I think you're charcoal waiting to be a diamond? Yeah, I do. I do. I think you're needing some pressure. I think you need to turn into a gem and not be evil. You know? How about we how about we be like our twin planet? Our twin planet. Yeah, there's like a twin planet out there that all they do is help each other and help each other grow and help each other do better and do inventions for help and for less death and for happier life. And like they're literally all helping each other. It's not like a for-profit society. It's like a for us to be as best as we can together, all together now. Here we are. Dude, we're all here together. We're sharing the earth. They want us to hate each other. We can't do that. They want us sick. We have to be healthy. They want us sad. We have to be happy. Just to shove it in their face. Hey, they've been shoving crap down our face. Hey, I'm not even going to start. But if they can shove shit in our face, I'm going to shove it so hard in theirs that I'm super duper happy. I'm just happy. All right, guys. I am this aggressive. I have to be this aggressive. Because if I'm not this aggressive, you don't get it. No, I'm kidding, guys. I think if I was soft and everything, you'd be fine too. But that's just me, guys. Let's say if I was in a massage, if I was in a massage or in a Reiki session, I also do Reiki healing, cell memory healing, all that good stuff. I also do that. It's spiritual healing. It's chiropractic for the soul. You understand what I'm saying? We get really deep. When we heal that shit. So I do Reiki. I do all kinds of stuff, right? If you need any of my products, go ahead and get a hold of me, right? But I am my biggest product. My biggest product is massage and Reiki, right? But I do other things like the sea moss and everything else. You have to pre-order it. You have to pre-order that stuff and I'll get it to you. And it takes a little bit of time and I give you the details and all that. Because I do have to make it. Right. Anyways, I'm making some special stuff that I'll go ahead and start advertising soon, but I'm making some super special stuff that I'm very proud of. So be on the lookout for more CMOS products from our company. St. Lucia CMOS only. So I'm gonna get into other type of sea moss because there's other stuff. There's like, I guess there's this Irish kind and there's the other kind. Oh goodness, there's so much out there, but there's only so much I can eat, and supply and having supply and everything. I kind of feel like just being like in and out, like, and just having like 3 things on my menu. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chilling with you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Remember that every time we chill, I'm gonna inspire, motivate you. And inquire of your greatness. Like, have you been great? Have you been doing great things? No, it's okay. We all make mistakes. What? You don't even make a mistake? Be proud of yourself for not making any mistake. Did you make a mistake? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself immediately. If you have to write it down 21 times, I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. If you have to do that, write it down all the time until you forgive yourself. Just do it. It's worth forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself. There's people, man. If people can go to jail and just not to be mean against Jesus or anything like that, but if people can use like Jesus or God or whatever to say like I forgive myself for killing 17 people. No. You don't get to be angry at yourself forever then. If those people forgive themselves, then you have to forgive yourself too for the things that happen. Life happens, guys. Nobody's perfect. Forgive yourself and everything changes because the universe only feels your vibe. If you're sitting there in guilt mode, it's not going to give you much. So it's like those evil people that make lots of money. It's not about whether you're doing good or bad. It's about your vibration, whether you feel like you deserve that money. Just feel like you deserve that money and that money will come. If you have to do things to prepare yourself to get that money, just get there. Time flies anyways. It doesn't wait for anybody, guys. It doesn't wait for anybody, and you don't stop at any age. No matter what people tell you, there is no time stop. So even though time is just an illusion, like we kind of still have to conform because we need to schedule things. We need to do things accordingly, on time or not, right? Some people are on on colored people time, on CP time. So I've heard this be said very much often, I guess. But anyways, guys, at whatever time you're on, make sure you're on time for your life, because it's on, guys. It's on and running. Be excited for your life. Remember that the same part of the brain that makes you have anxiety is the same part of the brain that makes you excited. It's the same part of the brain that helps you to move. Like the gratefulness. It also is the same part of the brain that helps you do gratefulness. So like if you're anxious and you're grateful, they can't be at the same time. It's either one or the other. So instead of being anxious, be grateful. And that's what the Bible says. Instead of anxious, be grateful. Instead of worry, worship. Praise the Lord. If you ever get into I know it sounds funny, but I don't care. I have to be this out loud about it, because so what? So what people are not going to like me any less? I already don't have any friends. I don't care. No, I have friends, guys. I love you. But what I'm saying is that that's basically what they're saying. You know what I mean? Be grateful instead of worry. Don't worry about it. Things are gonna work out. It's like that song. Let it all work out. 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 Okay, let it all work out, guys, because it's gonna work out. It always works out. Trust me. From somebody who has been through it all, and then I'm only where I am at in life. Like, I have so much more to go through and grow through, and I hope you glow through it all, guys. Because if you're not looking good on it, your ghost outfit might not be that cute. I'm not saying you're gonna die no. But what I'm saying is that, like, dress cute, dress accordingly, do life. I'm not saying get in a suit and tie every single day, no. But just have pride in your life. Have pride in what your ancestors provided to you. All right, guys, you're loved. Take care. Have fun. Go be yourselves. Go do great. Go inspire others. Bye. Love you. Hi.